So we had somebody in the comments of my last video saying how they wanted to see me cut up a big log and see how I get the logs on the wood splitter, so, and how I split them. So this is the video. I think the log's like 24 inches in diameter. It's not the biggest, but cut up bigger, but this is the biggest one I had on hand. So let's get to it. So once I get it cut up like that, I'll usually roll every other piece out of the way so I can take the chainsaw and cut with the grain to dice it up, because I'm not picking up those logs and placing them on there. I could use the grapple, but any log bigger than 20 inches in diameter, with this splitter, when it comes forward, the logs spray out and it ends up whacking these that I put on here, because these keep the wood feeding into the conveyor. If I didn't have these, I was having problems with the logs falling right off, and at that point I'm picking up half the logs anyways, so why would I even have the table here? So that's why I have the table. So now I'm gonna roll every other log out of the way and dice them up. So now, after I've got them all ripped down, I take the split them all and I split them probably cut these off and split it down the middle, just so that it's easier for me to handle. It's easier on my back. I'm gonna put the 6-way wedge on this and start splitting. Now when you're ripping them down with the chainsaw, you want to cut with the grain because it's easier on the saw chain. You don't have to sharpen it as much. And if you cut against the grain, like have it laying flat like that and cut with it, you get sawdust, and it's just not good for the saw. You should be getting long strings like this when you're ripping these down. Now I'm ready to split it all. It's that easy. Sometimes if a piece won't split, I'll rip it again with the saw. So there you guys go. Logs all split up, and logs all cut up, split up. I think all in all it took me 25 minutes from start to finish, between cutting the log, taking the splitting them all to the big chunks. One thing to note, I don't know if you guys saw me doing it in the video, but when I got a big piece and I push it through, I go grab another big piece and push that through, because trying to pick out the pieces that you got to resplit out of this. Because trying to pick out the pieces that you got to resplit out of this, it's hard to peel them off. And you know, if you're crunching for time, if you send another piece through, it pushes against its backside, so you get an even push, and then you can just pick them up from this backside and send them through, and then you can also resplit the pieces from the second piece that you push through. It's just a note. So there you go, start to finish on how I process big logs like that. If you guys want to see more, maybe bigger logs, 30-inch, 40-inch logs, like this video, leave a comment, let me know what you guys want to see. Thanks.